When it arrived in 2005, the Swift wasn't just another hatchback from Maruti Suzuki. It was the start of the influx of global models from Suzuki and the consolidation of its position as the alpha in the Indian automotive scene. It didn't just appeal to the sensibilities of an average Indian car buyer. The Swift found favor among the enthusiasts as well, who loved its sharp handling and sorted dynamics. With the generations that followed, the Swift only got better while retaining all the qualities that made people fall in love with it in the first place. The third and current generation, launched just last year, saw significant updates with reduction in weight, inclusion of premium features like LED headlamps, DRLs and LED tail lamp inserts, but more importantly, the addition of automatic transmission, petrol and diesel options in the form of a 5-speed AMT. The Maruti Suzuki Swift was quick to establish itself as a household name upon its inception in 2005. Since then, the company has sold over 2 million units of the car in India. And it's not just the buyers who love it. All 3 generations of the Swift have walked away with the coveted Indian Car of the Year trophy. And to celebrate its latest win, Maruti has devised a route which spells out the letters S.W.I.F.T over the map of India. Our contribution to this mammoth 7,280 kilometer road trip is the creation of the letter I. Our route tracing part of the I started from BALAGHAT in Madhya Pradesh, taking us on to Gadchiroli in Maharashtra and ending in the center of India in Nagpur, Maharashtra. The route spanned a distance of 432 kilometers with an overnight stop in Sakoli in Maharashtra. It was a rather straightforward task. We commenced our drive from Balaghat, heading straight onto State Highway 11 towards Gondia. Smooth roads allowed the Swift to stretch its leg as we got on to the task of mapping the I. At Kohamara, we crossed NH 53 that would eventually lead us to Nagpur to continue our journey to Gadchiroli on NH 353C. No smooth sailing here as there were terrible patches along the way. Still, we managed to maintain a decent pace, which was imperative as much of the region has heavy Naxal presence as well as a varied selection of wildlife, so getting in and out before nightfall was high on the agenda. However, the sun had already set by the time we reached our turnaround point in Gadchiroli, so we had to navigate through unlit roads and put up with incessant rain while making our way back. Mapping the I meant retracing our steps back towards NH 53, which led us to Sakoli, which was our overnight halt. Our journey resumed the next morning with a drive through Maharashtra's picturesque countryside before hitting the highway once again, leading us to Nagpur. Nicknamed the Orange City, Nagpur is among the most prominent cities in Maharashtra. While it may have been the final stop of our leg of the Swift ICOTY drive, we weren't going to call it a day without indulging in a bit of exploration. After a quick stop to enjoy the view afforded by the Fratala Lake, we headed to Diksha Bhumi. A sacred monument of Buddhism, it is the largest hollow stupa among all Buddhist stupas in the world. We finally handed the keys to the 2019 Indian Car of the Year back at the Zero Milestone landmark that is widely accepted as the geographical center of India. From here on, the creation of the letter I continued with fellow ICOTY publications taking part. This might have been the end of the journey for us, but the Maruti Suzuki Swift carries on, creating a legacy not many brands can claim to have, etching its name over the map of India as well as history books in the process.